Om. Om. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Triguణarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Pratasmarami Hrudi Samspuradaatmatattvam Satchitsukam Paramahamsagatim Turiyam Yatsvapnajagara Sushuptamavaiti Nityam Tad Brahmanishkalamaham Nacha Bhuta Sanghaha Tapo Bhikshina Papanam Shantanam Vetaraginam Mumukshunam Apekshoyam Atma Bodho Vidhiyate Bodhonya Sadhanebhyo hi Sakshan Mokshaika Sadhanam Pakasya Vannivat Jnanam Vina Moksho na Siddhyati Avirodhitaya Karma Na Vidyam Vinivartayet Vidya Vidyam Nihantyeva Tejastimira Sanghavat Parichinna iva jnanat Tannashe sati kevalaha Swayam prakashate hyatma Meghapayam shumaniva Ajnana kalusham jivam Jnanabhyasadvinirmalam Krutva jnanam swayam nashyet Jalam katakarenuvat Samsara swapnatulyo hi Ragadveshadi sankulaha Swakale satyavadbhati Prabodhe satya sadbhavet Tavat satyam jagadbhati Shuktikarajatam yatha Yavannagnayate brahma Sarvadhishthanamadvayam Upadane akhiladhare Jaganti parameshware Sargastitilayan yanti Budbudhani vavarini Sachidatmanyanusyute Nitye Vishnau prakalpitaha Vyaktayo vividha sarvaha Hatake katakadivat Yatha kasho vrushikesho Nanopadhigato vibhuhu Tadbhedat bhinnavadbhati Tannashe kevalo bhavet Nanopadhivashadeva Jati varnashramadayah Atmanyaropitastoye Rasavarnadi bhedavat Panchi kruta mahabhuta Sambhavam karma sanchitam Shariram sukha dukkhanam भोगायतनमुच्यते पंच प्राणमनो बुद्धिः दशेन्द्रियसमन्वितम् अपञ्चीकृतभूतोत्थं सूक्ष्माङ्गं भोगसाधनम् अनाद्यविद्यानिर्वाच्य कारणोपाधिरुच्यते उपाधित्रितयादन्यम् आत्मानमवधारयेत् पञ्चकोशादियोगेन तत्तन्मय इव स्थितः शुद्धात्मा नीलवस्त्रादि योगेन स्फटिको यथा वपुस्तुषादिभिः कोशैः युक्तं युक्त्यावघाततः आत्मानमन्तरं शुद्धं विविच्यात्तण्डुलं यथा सदा सर्वगतोऽप्यात्मा न सर्वत्रावभासते बुद्ध्यावेवावभासेत स्वच्छेषु प्रतिबिम्बवत् देहेन्द्रियमनो बुद्धिः प्रकृतिभ्यो विलक्षणं तद्वृत्तिसाक्षिणं विद्यात् आत्मानं राजवत्सदा व्यापृतेष्विन्द्रियेष्वात्मा व्यापारी वा विवेकिनां दृश्यते भ्रेषु धावत्सु धावन्निव यथा शशि आत्मचैतन्यमाश्रित्य देहेन्द्रियमनोधियः स्वक्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्ते सूर्यलोकं यथा जनाः. I think we have covered this, isn't it, Bhramara?
Yeah, I think
We'll
we've
come up to
stopped
here.
We've come up to here.
We'll just, yeah. आत्मचैतन्यमाश्रित्य देहेन्द्रियमनोधियः स्वक्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्ते सूर्यलोकं यथा जनाः. Now, as I was chanting these verses, my request to all of you is, such of those who have the text especially, or such of those who do not have the text, but you have got the screens and you are seeing, you also please chant. You chant to at least yourself. That is how you will get to know the verses almost by heart. And as we progress, because the number of verses in this text is over 60. If I have to keep on chanting, say some 30, 40 as we go forward, it takes a lot of time. What I would suggest is, we will limit it to some 20 verses, okay? Then the next 20 can, supposing we have already covered say 41 verses. I will chant the first 20 today. Tomorrow from 21st to 41 I will chant. So that way we will save time. Not that anything, not that, see, it can be chanted, but it should be, using a useful time, right? Now, Atma Chaitanyam Ashritya Dehendriya Manodhiyaha Swakriyadeshu Vartante Suryalokam Yatha Janaha. Is it not? Any doubt on this?
I just had this, it's not a doubt related to this, but scientifically we know why the sleep cycle, the body clock, and how many hours each one sleeps, how we wake up ourselves. But according to Vedanta, what is it that wakes a person up from sleep? And what is it that, when you wake up a child, I think all of us parents, we have this experience, you wake up your kids to get ready to go to school, they say, no, I want to sleep little longer. So what is it that um, that determines the amount of sleep one has and the need to sleep little longer? Can you just shed some light on this?
Frankly, I do not know. This is one aspect which I would consider as not very relevant to the topic on hand. Right? Don't mistake me, please.
No, I was thinking there must have been some reason why the creator created such a thing. Everybody sleeps, but we don't sleep forever. We get up after a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was wondering if there is any link, any explanation Vedanta wise of why we do what we do.
Frankly, I do not know.
We can skip this.
Yeah.
I will check, and maybe if we get some answers, I'll post them in the group. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? Can we go to the next verse? Or Brahmara, you said that Panchakarnam somebody has doubts.
Right.
Shall we quickly cover that and come back?
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Please, please. Yes, I have doubts.
Can you post that?
Yeah. Anybody has doubts right now about Panchakarnam or any other
Yes.
question?
I did not understand it at all. Panchakarnam.
Okay. So we'll go back to Panchakarnam. 1 second. Take me a few minutes to get that, but in case anybody has any other questions meanwhile, you can unmute and ask maybe.
Before any other question is raised, I have got an answer. Answer to what you have asked yesterday. 18th chapter, Bhagavan said, Moksha Yashyami Ma Shuchaha. That Moksha Yashyami is not, if you carefully study the verse, it is not as the Bhagavan is promising Arjuna that he will liberate him. Aham tva sarva papebhyaha mokshayishyami. I shall liberate you from all your sins. Afterwards, you have to wade yourself through your ajnana and come out of it. Like I said, the Shankara Bhashya for this verse is a tremendous revelation. Oh, not getting that, huh? You muted yourself, is it? There's no audio from you. Oh. Panchakarnam. Correct. Correct. You got it here. Okay.
Give me a minute. This is in Telugu. Let me put it up in English.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Okay.
Hari Om, what is the relevance of Panchakarnam? I mean, can you explain it from the start?
What is that?
What is the relevance? I mean, how? I mean, where is it used, or what is it all about?
What is the relevance of what?
Panchakarnam.
Panchakarna, see, I'll tell you what. Some people have, I believe, asked about explanation on Panchakarna, not knowing. That's how it is. If you can wait for a minute, I'll wait for the chart that Brahmara projects. We will get on to that. What is the relevance of Panchakarna, you are asking, no? You are a solid proof. You, a living being, is a solid proof for Panchakarna. The Jagat you are seeing is a solid proof for Panchakarna. We'll come to that. Let the chart come up.
Because of the tamasic guna of Prakriti,
Yes.
the grossification has happened.
True?
Through we are seeing the Jagat.
Yeah.
That
Correct.
is the
Very right. Very right. That's the relevance. The question was, what is the relevance of Panchakaranam? If Panchakaranam were not there, we are not here.
Yeah, no Jagat.
We are not here and we can't see the Jagat.
But why it is done? That is not understood.
Yeah, that is how the nature is. Hey Brahmara, you put up the Telugu chart only, don't you worry. It doesn't matter. Correct. Oh, you got the English version now. Never say die. Good, very right. Now, such are those people who have missed out the explanation on Panchakaranam. Kindly pay attention, listen. Brahmashraya Satvarajastamo Gunatmika Maya Asti. That is, dependent on Brahma, having three qualities like Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. These three qualities, Maya is there, which is not independent of Brahma. It is dependent on Brahma, right? And from Maya, Akasha Sambhotaha. Akasha has come about. Akashat Vayuho. From Akasha, Vayu has come. Vayoho Agnihi. From Vayu, Agni has come. Agnehe Apaha. From Agni, waters have come. And Jalasya Prithvi. From waters, the Prithvi has come. Each one of these has all the qualities of Maya. Maya is Trigunatmikam, we said, no? Sattva Rajastamo Gunatmika. The Sattva Guna of space has already participated in giving us the Sukshma Sharira. Okay? Like that. Sattva Guna of the air, fire, water, and earth. They have all given some organs for us for the Sukshma Sharira. And the combined Sattva Gunas also have given us some organs. Now, the rajogunas of all these things have already given us things like the indriyas, karmendriyas, panchapranas, etc. Right? We have seen all that. Now, what remains is, after the Sattva-guna and Rajoguna have participated in giving us what we indeed have in the Sukshma Sharira, this Tamo-guna has not contributed anything. So, it is the discussion, Panchakarnam is the discussion on what the Tamo-gunas of these individual items have done. The Tamo-gunas of individual items are incapable of doing anything. Because of that, they seek the assistance from the others. And in the process, that is what is called Panchakarnam. How it happens is, see, this, all these are the Tamoguna eggs of space, air, fire, jalam, etc. Now, these have a tendency to split into two. That tendency is shown here, that they are splitting into two, right? Now, that they have split is shown here. After they have split, one orange half is shown. There is a reason for that. Orange half is shown and a white half is shown. Now, orange half of all these things, it remains intact without any division, further division, whereas the white half of each one of these will go through further division into 4 equal parts. And see here, from Akasha, the 4 equal parts, these are shared to air, to fire, to jalam, and to Prithvi. These 4 simply vanish from Akasha. And Akasha will be as though its own first half. But what happens to the Akasha, poor Akasha? It is just one half. What it does, it borrows one of these pieces. Each one of these is a 1/8 portion of the whole. Is it not? Each one of these is a 1/8 portion of the whole. So Akasha picks up a 1/8 portion from Vayu, a 1/8 portion from Agni, and so on. It becomes another half. 4 1/8 will be 1 half. So Akasha, in its own half, which did not go through any further division, it has captured the other 4 1/8 parts from the other elements, and then becomes visible. Till then it is subtle, it does not become visible. Same thing happens to air. Air picks up 1/8 portion from here, 1/8 portion from here, 1/8 portion from jalam, and another 1/8 portion from Prithvi. Each one of these, they have their first half in pristine glory, not participating in any division and combination, whereas the other half goes through division combination. It divides, and that other half does not remain there. It nicely is donated to the other 4 elements. Whereas that void is recouped by picking up 4 1/8 portions from the other 4 elements for each one of these. That is called Panchakarnam. Panchakarnam is a grossification process, after which only the visible Jagat is available to us. And this Sthola Shariram is available to us. The visible Jagat and the Sthola Shariram are both available to us after Panchakarnam. Before that, they are not visible. The Jagat is not visible. There was no Sukshma Jagat, for instance. We have got Sukshma Shariram. We have got Karana Shariram. As far as the Jagat is concerned, it is a simple Sthola Jagat. Sthola Jagat after Panchakarnam. Whereas we have the three bodies, three avasthas. Avastha is a state. Okay? Jagrad avastha, waking state. Swapna avastha, dream state. Sushupti avastha, that is the deep sleep state. Right? That is how the Panchakarnam is. Jagat, compared to us, is Jadam. We are Chaitanya Rupihi. We have the ability to discern, ability to, pick up good and bad and correlate things and things like that. The Jagat cannot. You go to the Jagat and ask a mountain to name you, it cannot. It does not respond at all. It is Jadam. Why? Because it has only the Panchakarna Sthola Shariram. Jagat has only the Sthola Shariram. It does not have the Sukshma Shariram, neither does it have the Karana Shariram. Right? And I think that should be enough for the Panchakarnam. Any doubts, please? Such of those people who have missed this.
No, got it. Thank you so much.
And somebody asked the relevance of this. The relevance is a visible demonstration of you and I. We are after Panchakarnam. The Sthola Shariram is after Panchakarnam. And without the Sthola Shariram, there's no place where the Sukshma Shariram can dance. Okay? That is the total relevance of Panchakarnam. It may look very, very, very insignificant initially, because we are dealing with only Tamasa or Swarupa. The Tamasa Swarupa is not an easy thing. Without the Tamasa Swarupa, you can never sleep at all. Tamasa Swarupa has its own beautiful qualities. Okay, we'll go forward.
To get our Sthola Sharira, this Panchakarnam takes 9 months.
No, that is different. That is different.
I think so, that way.
I'm not sure about that. Because in the mother's womb, at different stages, different things happen.
Yeah,
the doctors should know. And when the prana, the jiva there in the mother's womb takes, when he will start using his limbs and kicking his mother, etc., all these things, the doctors would know. But I don't know Sthola Shariram. Yes, see, as far as when the conception has taken place, I think the go ahead for Sthola Shariram is already there.
Very fact that we have the ovum and the sperm, they are also products of Panchakarnam, no? So right from the beginning, there is the makings of the Stula Shariram. So
yeah.
I think Panchakarnam is there in every cell of our body. Every cell of our body is a result of Panchakarnam.
Yeah.
Only that it grows. That's what Stula Shariram, the nature is what Jayate, Vardhate. So it grows, right? So it grows for 9 months, it grows there. So
Even I remember the mitosis and meiosis process in science. The
yeah.
Panchakarnam, how they are, the sir is explaining. So you are correct. Every single cell is having division in our body.
Okay. Now we'll go to other than Sukshma Sharira. We'll go to Atma Sharira. 21st verse. 20th we have seen. 21st is what? They yes. Can you please slightly adjust? Correct. That's beautiful. Dehe. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's okay. That. Correct. Dehendriya gunan karman amale sachidatmani ajyasyantya vivekena gagane nilatadivat. Dehendriya gunan karman amale sachidatmani ajyasyanti avivekena gagane nilatadivat. All these, the activities of the deha means the karmendriyas, etc., jnanandriyas, deha, indriya. Oh, leave it. Dehendriya gunan karman amale sachidatmane. That sachidatma is spotless. In that, ajyasyanti avivekena. People, as though superimpose avivekena gagane nilatadivat. I think this verse and some verses like this have been part of Atma Bodha for Shankaracharya to answer the opponents of Advaita Vedanta in his times. Okay? Adjacenti avivekena. They unnecessarily superimpose, because there have been in his times people who have argued. How do you say Buddhi is not like that? Buddhi is Jadam, why do you say, etc. Buddhi, of course, is Jadam. You remove Atma Chaitanya, Buddhi is Jadam. Right? Adjacenti abhivekena gagane nilatadivat. Incidentally, this gagane nilatadivat, this is also abhivekena. That is to be understood. Ajyasyanti avivekena gagane nilatadivat. That is, the blueness in the sky is attributed to the sky, the blueness, because of ajnana. Why do you say that is not the sky blue? Is not the sky blue? Not all the time. The morning sky is what? Like orange. The evening sky also is like orange color. In between, the midday sky is very whitish. And the night sky looks as though it is blue. Gagane nilatadivade. This blueness is the play of the atmosphere. Okay? That some refraction and total internal reflection, whatever that happens, that presents to all of us the blue color of the sky. People say, if you go into space up to some, some distance, some 100, 200 miles away, where the disturbance to what we see by the air where the atmospheric air is absent, when the air belt is absent, then you will see Akasha not as blue. You will see it as black, I believe. So suddenly this blue Akasha, how does it become black? The blue Akasha is for us. Like for instance in Mars, supposing you are on Mars, where there is no atmospheric belt. If you want to look at the sky, it is always black. Same thing when you look at it from the moon, which is also devoid of any atmosphere, it will be black. So Gagane Nilatadivat Adhyasyanti Avivekena. This gives us a beautiful picture. People of olden days knew that Akasha we see is not blue. We have been superimposing blueness on the sky, avivekena iti. Rishis of olden days knew. What a great knowledge that was. Okay? So dehendriya gunan karman amale sachidatmani. Amale Sachidatma is spotless. And all these things are dehendriya gunan karman, very dirty. Whatever we do, we dirty our hands, dirty our mind, dirty our intellect, because when we interact with people, we generally do not agree with them. That gives a pressure in the intellect. So there is some mala collected in the intellect. Same thing with the mind, same thing with the sense organs, etc. Whatever the sense organs are denied, sense organs will not like, and they'll be waiting for an opportunity to protest, etc. All these are the mala, whereas Sachidatma is Amala. There are some ladies who take the name of Amala. It's a beautiful name, Amala. Without any mala, no dirt, absolutely no kilbisham. Okay, can we go to the next one? Yeah. Ajnanan manasopadhehe kartruttvadini chatmane kalpyante ambugate chandre chalanadiyathambasaha. Ambasa is what? Water. Huh? Amba is mother. Ambasa is water. Now, Chalanadi Yadhambasaha, in the waters of the lake, if the waters are, shaky, if there are reflections of the moon on the lake, the moon looks as though it is shaken. Chalanadi Yadha Ambasaha. When in the Ambasa, why the Ambasa has shown any movement? Because of air. Because of air, nothing else. Or because of some miscreant like I, who will, put a stick there and disturb that, throw a stone there and disturb that, etc. So Ajnanan Manasopadehe. Ajnanat, because of Ajnana, Manasa Upadehe. Manasa, etc. Upadehe. Kartruttvadini, the sense of doership also. Kartruttvadini cha Atmani kalpyante. They create. Hey, Atma is doing this. Atma is Karta. There have been people who have been arguing with Shankaracharya in his days. Atma is Karta. How do you say he is not Karta? Etc. Kalpyante ambugate chandre Chalanadi yadhambasaha. Hey, don't you please argue. Just see this example and you will understand. How can Atma have any kartrutva? How can Atma have all, all these activities superimposed in it? In its presence only anything will happen, but it does not participate in any action. Neither is it smeared with the dirt of the indriyas, the mind and the buddhi in those activities. Whatever their activities, yeah, they will have to pay for it. And Atma is what? Just sees Rajavat Sada. We have seen in one of those verses earlier. Atmanam Rajavat Sada. That's how. This wealth also, I think it is to combat people who were argumentative regarding Atma being a karta and things like that. You need not unnecessarily, waste your energies. Simple things like this will reveal that Atma is not a karta. Hey, please understand. Iti, that is the prabodha from Shankaracharya. Yeah.
This again reiterates the fact that Atma is free from all the karma. No?
Correct.
Karma again belongs only to the three shariras.
Correct.
Sanchita, Agami and Prarabdha karma belong only to the three shariras. Which is nothing.
Actually two.
Two shariras.
Actually two. Yeah. In the Karana Sharira, you don't do any activity, but you keep on carrying that, okay, till the prarabdha is exhausted.
That only belongs to the Stula and Sukshma Sharira.
Correct. Yes, sir?
Karana Sharira.
Karana Sharira. That is a Sushupti Avastha, Karana Sharira. Anirvachya, Anadya, Avidya Rupam, Shariradvayasya Karanamatram, Satsvarupa Jnanam, Yadasti, Tat Karana Shariram. It does not know its nature. Satsvarupa Ajnanam. But it is there. And it is the cause for the other two Shariras. And it is one mirror in which the Satchidananda once in a while appears. Satchidananda once in a while appears in that beautiful mirror because all other disturbing influences are absent. There are no sense organs, there are no karmendriyas, only prana is functioning, okay? Prana is functioning. There are no mano, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, etc. All these things are absent. When in the absence of all these disturbing people, Atma does not like these people. This manaha, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, sense organs of action, etc. Atma does not like because they're always disturbing the sanctity of Atma. Kalpyante ambugate chandre chalanadi yadhambasaha. What it does not have, people have been trying to smear dirt on Atma, which it does not like. That is why whenever all these are absent only, it will present itself as though in the Sushupti Avastha. And that is to tell us it is our nature. Hey, wake up. Wake up to your nature. This is your nature. How well you have enjoyed this state. Why don't you enjoy this state all the time? Drop. Drop what? All the malas in the mind. all dirt in the intellect. This ahankara drop, and the load of all memories drop.
Does this mean that animals, they don't have this experience of deep sleep? They can't say, oh, I had a deep sleep. It is only human beings that have this experience?
I do not know, but animals directly cannot gain moksha. That is one.
Because in the previous stanza, it's mentioned only in the intellect does the Atma shine, that the knowledge also appears in, makes it manifest in the intellect.
In the intellect.
So as a corollary, because animals also sleep, but do they get this experience of, I had a good sleep, or they just sleep, that's it. They don't qualify their sleep maybe.
But see, the Shastra says the animals do not have intellect. They stop with the mind, which is a sankalpa vikalpatmakam.
So they cannot shine that because they do not have that intellect of discrimination.
They don't have the faculty of discrimination at all.
Okay.
When a tiger is hungry and when I am in front of it, it does not debate whether, hey, this person is a very lean person, not much mamsam is in him. Why should I unnecessarily attack him and you waste my energies? I'll wait for another fat man, etc. This kind of a debate, it will not entertain. It simply pounces on me and I will be no more. That's how it is.
Good.
No debates, no discrimination. Yeah.
Live by instinct, no?
Can we go to the next verse?
Hari Om, sir. Can the Atma ever suffer? Because they feel it is always in that. Can the Atma ever suffer?
Suffer?
No.
Suffer?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It doesn't touch it.
If Atma suffers, moksha is meaningless. Okay? Atma Swarupa is moksha Swarupa. Moksha is freedom from all kinds of attachments and bondages.
Suffering
of these attachments, bondages, and things like that, you soar to the heights of Sachidananda and be happy there. And that is Atma. There is no place for sorrow there.
It is Sachidananda.
There is no place for sorrow there. Sat, it is always there. Trikala abhatita vastu. Chit, it is all-knowing. Okay? Ananda Swarupaha, it is always happy. When it is always happy, there is no ripple of sorrow at all in it. If indeed that ripple of sorrow is there, our study becomes meaningless. Atma Bodha, why should we learn anything about Atma? Because it is Satchidananda Swarupaha. And Shastra says, hey, you are that Satchidananda Swarupaha. You are that. Wake up to that. By doing proper sadhana. Okay. Does that answer your question, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes. So suffering is always experienced by ego, or who experiences suffering?
Suffering is experienced by the two bodies, Sthula Shariram and Sukshma Shariram. Suffering is limited to these two.
Okay. Sir. Thank you.
Atma does not suffer. Atma witnesses these two shariras suffering. Right? It simply witnesses. Atmanam Rajavatsada. Neither does it intervene and try to remove their suffering, the Sthola Sharira and Sushma Sharira's suffering. What is the Sthola Sharira suffering? You know, I obtained some injury on the leg. That is a suffering. How about the Sukshma Sharira suffering? I have a headache. I have a stomach ache. The body aches all over. Like Arjuna said, Sidanti mama gatrani, mukham cha parisushyati, vepadhuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate. All these things will happen to the Sukshma Sharira. Okay? Yeah, I think we have a little time for the another verse or no? We may not have time. Okay, we will take up another verse. Yeah, you have already switched. Okay. Rage cha sukha dukkhadi buddhau satyam pravartate sushuptau nasti tannashe tasmad buddhestu natmanaha. Beautiful. It's like a mathematical deduction. Raga, Ichha, Sukha, Dukkha, Adi, all these. Raga is what? Craving. Raga, Ichha. Ichha is a kind of a desire. Raga, Ichha, Sukha, Dukkha, Adi. Buddhau Satyam Pravartate. In Buddhi, they always happen. Why? Sushuptau Nasti Tannashe. Buddhinashe. In Sushupti, there is Buddhinasham. Because there is Buddhinasham, in Sushupti, this Raga, Ichha, Sukha, Dukkha, etc. are not there in the Sushupti. Because Buddhi is not there. Tasmat Buddhi estu na Atmanaha. And Atma is there even in Sushupti. Atma Chaitanyam Ashritya Dehendriya Manodhiyaha Swakriyarteshu Vartante Suryalokam Yatha Janaha. We have seen that verse earlier. Okay? Even the Karana Shariram depends on the shine from Atma, the Chaitanya of Atma. It's beautiful. Sushuptau Nasti Tannashe. Sushuptau Nasti. Nasti means what? This Buddhi is not there. Buddhinaj. Tannashe. Tasmat. This Raga, Ichha, Sukha, Dukkha. Sushuptau Nasti. They are not there in Sushupti. Because Tannashe. Because of Buddhinasha. Tasmat. Buddhestu na Atmanaha. This Raga, Ichha, Sukha, Dukkha. They happen only in the Buddhi, not in the Atma. Earlier, some lady asked, does Atma sorrow? Here, this is an answer. Rage cha sukha dukkhadi buddhau satyam pravartate sushuptau nasti tannashe tasmat buddhestu na atmanaha. Atmanaha na sukham, na dukkham, na ragam, na ichha. None of those. It is in its glorious Sukha Swarupa, Sat Chit Anandaha. It does not require some additional Ananda to be an Anandi. No, it is Ananda Sagaraha. Ananda Sagaraha, so very expansive that no iota of any other addition will make that expansive Ananda a little bigger. No. In the second chapter, towards the end, Bhagavan Krishna says, Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudrama pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve Sashantim apnoti na kama kami. Kama kami, people who go after objects, etc., they don't gain this. Apuryamanam, it is unfillable. Apuryamanam, achalaha, it is stable. Achalaha, sthiraha. Apuryamanam, achala prathishtam, it is established in its own glory. Which is being talked of? Samudram apaha pravishanti yadvat. Samudram, that big samudram, that ocean. Apaha means nadinam apaha. They come without adding a little more level to the samudram. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudram apa pravishanti yadvat. Tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve. For a jnani, all the kamas as though come. All the objects he sees the Jagat as you and I see. But in addition to his seeing the Jagat as you and I, he sees himself in the Jagat, and he sees Brahma in the Jagat, and he sees the identity between himself and Brahma. All these he sees all the time, and he will have a smile to himself. Smile because of what? My God, how long have I taken to come to this level? How beautiful is this experience? Samudrama pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve. To the jnani, all these happen, but they cannot disturb him. Sashantim apnoti na kama kami. Right? Yeah, I think
This contemplating on this verse is so liberating, no? Ragacha sukha dukkadi.
Ragacha sukha dukkadi buddhau satyam pravartate. Sushuptau nasti tannashe. See, all these, as we keep on chanting, Sushuptau nasti tannashe means we will understand. Oh, there is a Sushupti avastha also. What is that, etc. We will gain some greater in-depth into what we have studied already. That is why it is necessary that we chant these verses regularly.
When you see this, when you see this verse,
yeah, correct.
Animals do not have raga ichha then, because they don't have buddhi.
Not like that. Not like that.
Might be, no? They have only one attachment. Like deer has only smell, and elephant has only the skin, this one attachment. I think prarabdha bound. They don't see.
That is the prarabdha vaishat. That happens. People are different. See, as we come across different people with different inclinations, people with different levels of understanding, people who will be accommodative to your point of view, people who will always oppose whatever you say. All these things happen because the people are different, and they are different because of their prarabdha. They are different because of their prarabdha. That's all. I am what I am because of my prarabdha, and so too everybody else. I must grant that.
Animal also is a different. It is facing. It's completing its prarabdha.
Animals also have. They have. See, they have prarabdha, but they do not have the intellect for discrimination. And not only that, here in this world, after we have taken birth, there is possibility for us to do punyam and papam. Whereas for the animals, there is no punyam, there is no papam. If the tiger kills a deer, there is no papam. right?
Yes.
For animals, this does not apply.
So therefore, there is no attachment.
And they do have attachment for a little while. Like, take the case of a tiger's family. When the tiger cubs are born, the mother tiger really was very endearing to them for quite some time. And when the cubs grow up and become big and things like that, they go away in their own way, hunting, and they vanish into the forest, and mother does not see them again. So attachment is there for some time, whereas our attachment keeps on bothering us all the time.
And it's also.
Yeah.
The adults, we don't let go. We, as parents, we don't let go of our children, even if they've become adults. We still want to mother them. We still want to parent them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That happens. That happens when the child is even 60 also. When the child has completed Shashtapurti also, the parent would like to see the child in the Shashtapurti child. Happens. Yeah. Shall we call it a day today?
Yeah. Whether Atma and consciousness are the same.
Yes. Yes, Brahmara.
Yeah, that is a question from Dr. Renu.
Atma, consciousness, awareness, all these are Brahma, all these are synonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is one question, maybe we can take it up tomorrow.
Yes.
It's just posted in the group. I'll post it separately to you. Huh?
Okay.
The Lord has been addressed as Ishwar.
No. Tomorrow.
Okay.
We're
We'll
on to 8, not 4.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Ramaraji, we are using up others' time.
Correct.
Which I am worried.
No problem. We'll conclude.
Yeah, we will do that. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. We meet tomorrow.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you so much, Nana, for beautiful session today. Very beautiful.
Hari Om. Jai Gurudev. Hari Om. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Hari Om.
Jai Gurudev. Hari Om.